Why you can't speak English and how to fix it. Level 1. Welcome, my amazing friends. Today I will tell you something important about English speaking. Something that many teachers don't say. The real reason why you can understand English but you can't speak English well. This is not just another English lesson. This is about why your mouth stops working when you want to speak English and how to fix this problem. You will learn the 5 big reasons why you can't speak English. You will learn what stops you. You will learn easy ways to get better, and you will improve your English while you listen. This is not just information. This will help you speak better. So sit down, listen carefully, and let's start. Part 1. The big problem. Let me ask you something. You can watch English movies, you understand them. You can read English stories, you understand them. You can listen to English songs, you understand them. But when someone asks you, "How are you?" in English, what happens? Your mind goes empty. Your mouth doesn't work. You know the words, but they don't come out. Does this sound like you? This is a very common problem. You understand English, but you can't speak English. You know the words, but you can't use them. And people tell you, just practice more. But that doesn't help. It's like telling someone, just swim more, when they are afraid of water. The truth is, your speaking problem is not really about English. It's about other things. Let me explain. Part 2. The 5 big reasons you can't speak. Reason number 1. You want to be perfect. The first reason you can't speak English is very simple. You want to be perfect. Here's what happens in your head. You want to say something. You think about the words. But then you think, is this correct? Am I saying this right? What if I make a mistake? So, you wait. You think more. You want to make the perfect sentence, but while you think, the conversation continues, and you miss your chance to speak. Here's something important. English speakers make mistakes all the time. They use wrong grammar. They forget words. They say and many times, but they keep talking. The difference is they want to communicate. You want to be perfect, and that's why they speak well and you don't. Yekkertuwen. Reason number 2. You translate everything. The second reason is very bad for speaking. You think in your language first, then you translate to English. This is a big problem. Here's why. When you speak in your own language, thinking becomes talking, very fast. No translation, no waiting, very quick. But when you speak English, you do this. Step 1. Think in your language. Step 2. Change it to English. Step 3. Check if it's correct. Step 4. Worry about how it sounds. Step 5. Finally speak. This takes a long time, but real conversation happens fast. By the time you finish thinking, people moved to a different topic. The answer, you need to think in English, not translate to English. Think in English. Your reason number 3. You think you need more words. The third reason is something I call the word problem. You think you don't know enough words, so you study more and more words. But here's the truth. You already know enough words to speak well. Studies show that English speakers use only 1,000 to 2,000 words for most of their talking. You probably know 3,000 to 5,000 words already. The problem is not knowing the words. The problem is using the words when you speak. There are 2 types of word knowledge. Words you understand when you hear them. words you can use when you speak. Most English students understand many words, but can only use a few words. You know the words when you see them, but you can't remember them when you need them. This happens because you learned the words by reading and listening only. You never practiced using them when speaking. Reason number 4. You are scared. The fourth reason is about feelings. You are afraid. Afraid of many things. Afraid of making mistakes. Afraid of sounding stupid. Afraid of people laughing. Afraid that people won't understand. Afraid of forgetting words. Afraid of your accent. These fears make your brain very busy. Your brain is so busy with fear that it can't focus on making English sentences. Think about this. When you talk with close friends, your English is better. When you talk with strangers, your English gets worse. Same knowledge, different feelings, different results. Fear is the enemy of good speaking. Reason number 5. You practice the wrong way. The fifth reason is the most important. You practice the wrong way. Most people practice English like this. They study grammar rules. They learn new words from lists. They do written exercises. They read books. But speaking is not like studying. Speaking is like playing sports, like riding a bike or playing piano. You don't learn to ride a bike by reading about bikes. You learn by getting on the bike and falling many times. It's the same with speaking. You don't learn to speak English by studying about English. You learn by speaking English and making mistakes many times. But most people are afraid of making mistakes, so they never practice the real thing. They practice everything except speaking. And then they ask, why can't I speak? Part 3. How to fix it. The 5 easy ways. Now you know the real problems. Let me give you the real answers. 5 easy ways that will help you speak better. Way number 1. It's okay to make mistakes. The first way sounds easy, but it's very powerful. Tell yourself it's okay to make mistakes. Tell yourself it's okay to sound imperfect. Tell yourself your job is to communicate, not to be perfect. Here's a good exercise. For the next week, every time you speak English, think, I don't need to be perfect. I need people to understand me. Be happy when people understand you, even if you made grammar mistakes, even if you forgot some words, even if your pronunciation wasn't perfect. Communication is the goal. Being perfect is not important. Way number 2. Think in English. The second way needs practice, but it changes everything. Stop translating. Start thinking in English. Here's how to practice. Every day, spend 10 minutes talking about what you see in English, in your head. Not out loud, just thinking. Look around and think. I see a red car. It looks new. I like the color. Don't translate from your language. Think directly in English. Start with easy thoughts, then make them a little harder. Practice this every day. In a few months, your brain will start thinking in English automatically. Way number 3. Use your words. The third way helps you use the words you know. Here's what to do. Take any word you know. Make 5 different sentences with that word. Say them out loud. Record yourself. Listen to it. For example, the word happy. Sentence 1. I am happy today. Sentence 2. She looks happy. Sentence 3. This makes me happy. Sentence 4. Happy birthday. Sentence 5. I want to be happy. Do this with 5 words every day. In 1 month, you will practice 150 words. These words will start coming out when you speak. Way number 4. Don't be scared. The fourth way helps with the fear problem. You need to practice being less scared. Here's an easy plan. Week 1. Talk to yourself in the mirror for 5 minutes every day. Week 2. Record yourself talking about anything for 5 minutes. Week 3. Talk with someone online in English. Week 4. Talk with real people in English. Each week gets a little harder. Your brain learns that speaking English is safe. The fear goes away slowly. Also, remember this. Most people are too busy thinking about themselves to worry about your mistakes. Most people think it's great when you speak English as a second language. They are not looking for your mistakes. They want to understand what you're saying. Way number 5. Speak every day. The fifth way is the most important. Speak English every single day. Not studying, speaking. Here's your daily speaking plan. Morning, 5 minutes, talk about your plans for today. Afternoon, 5 minutes, talk about what you did. Evening, 5 minutes, talk about your day. Total, 15 minutes of speaking every day. Topic, your real life. Goal, speaking practice, not being perfect. Use your phone to record yourself. Listen to it once a week. You will be surprised at how much better you get. Also, try to talk with other people. Use language apps. Join English groups online. Find a teacher online. Talk to people who speak English. The important thing, speak every day. Focus on talking. How speaking gets better. My dear friends, we are at the end of this speaking lesson. Let me tell you the most important thing. Speaking English well is not about knowing everything. It's about using what you know with confidence. You already know more English than you think. You already know enough words for basic talking. You already know enough grammar to communicate. What you don't have is enough speaking practice and the right thinking. But now you have the answers. You understand the real problems. You have easy ways to fix them. You have a plan to get better. The question is, will you use it? Speaking English is like any other skill. It gets better with practice. It gets easier with time. It becomes natural if you do it regularly. You just learned why you couldn't speak English before. You learned what was stopping you. You got easy ways to fix the problems. And you improved your English while listening to real advice. But now I ask you, what will you do with this information? Will you keep making the same mistakes? Or will you try these new ways? Will you keep only studying English? Or will you start practicing English speaking? The choice is yours. The ways to fix it are yours. The time is now. And while you listened to this lesson, you were also improving your English. You learned real words. You understood important ideas. You listened to natural English. That's how English becomes your language, not through grammar books, but through useful content like this. So keep going. Listen again. Practice again. And remember, every person who speaks English well was once a beginner. Every good speaker made many mistakes. Every confident speaker was once afraid. The difference is, they kept speaking, even when they were scared. They kept practicing, even when they made mistakes. They kept going, even when it was hard. And now, it's your turn. Dear viewer, if this video helped you understand why you couldn't speak English, if you learned something new, if you feel ready to start speaking more, then please share it. Leave a comment in English. Subscribe for more speaking help. And keep improving your English because you're getting better every day. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, speak with confidence, practice every day, and remember, your voice is important. Good speaking is yours. Goodbye.